is a quick demonstration on how to enter your results into Watermark. Just a reminder, the college has multiple Watermark products, so to make sure you're in the right place, be sure to go to the Insider and then under Useful Links, scroll down and click on Watermark Planning. And once you log on, you will see your program that you've been assigned. My program is Demo Program, but underneath that you should see your 2024-25 academic plan, and you just click on that. And now you can see the PLOs that you have already entered for your program. You can see on some of these program learning outcomes for my demo program, I've already entered in my measures and results, but I still have a couple of PLOs down at the bottom that I haven't started. When you are entering your PLOs, if you went ahead and added your measures, you will see a button that will take you directly to the results page. So you can just click on that button and get started. If you did not enter your measures, then you will see a button that prompts you to enter the measure for this program learning outcome. So let's start here. Okay, and the first drop-down box, I need to select a measure method. As a reminder, these are built in to Watermark and we can't change them. So just select something that matches most closely what you're doing. And if you don't see anything that fits, you can select other. And so there is my outcome, PLO 5, and my program. You also need to select a course that this assessment is happening in. And this drop-down will be populated with the courses from your specific program. I'm just going to pick a random one here. Next, you will want to enter a title. Just make it something that you can remember what it is, just at a glance, right? Something informative. You will need to have a target for your measure. And finally, you'll put in a description. The description doesn't have to be long, but it should give enough information that someone outside of your program could read the description and understand what you were doing to assess student learning. If you have any additional documents, perhaps you have a rubric or you have a copy of the actual assignment, you can upload that and it will be attached to this measure. So after you fill in everything, you click Add. You're going to get a pop-up box now that will prompt you, do you want to go ahead and add your results now? If you want to come back, you can just click No, Continue Later, and when you come back to your PLO, you will see that box that says Add Results. But let's go ahead and add our results right now. Okay, so you see the information that we just entered for the measure. And if we scroll down, now we can start entering our results. We have two options for this. The first option is to upload a file. If you already have your assessment results in another document, say an Excel file, you can upload those results directly into Watermark, and you don't have to retype everything. Most of us, though, will probably just enter in a count of students who met or did not meet our benchmark. So let's start here, and it takes me down. You can see we can enter the counts. Notice that there are 4 boxes here. Again, this is something that's already programmed into Watermark. You don't have to be this detailed. You can simply use the met or not met boxes. Okay. If you click on View Results, it will show you a nice bar graph. So let's keep scrolling down. We need to select a status for this measure, and on this measure of our program learning outcomes, we met our criteria. Now we need to put in some analysis, and this is where you can expand and provide more details about student performance. For example, things that they did well and things that they struggled with. And finally, there is the actions section. And this is where you talk about what you're going to do with your results. So again, you see a selection of options. Just pick the one that most closely matches what you want to do. So I'll just select the first one and go in and add your description of what you're going to do. You can select a due date. I haven't started this, so I will keep this as not started, but if it's something that you have started or even completed, you can go in and set the status. You can go back as you make progress on this action plan and update that status. So let's create the action. Okay, and now everything has been entered. There's my action plan, there's all of my results, and I'm going to save and close. And if we scroll down, we can see now that we have results for PLO 5 on our CAD/CAM measure. Notice that in Watermark, you can have multiple measures for one program learning outcome. So if I had another measure, maybe I had a lab assignment or some other type of assignment or assessment, I can enter that here. Each time you're entering results, you are entering results for that one particular measure. And so at the bottom, you'll see that once you have at least one set of results in for a measure, Watermark is going to pop up with this purple bar that says Analyze Outcome. This is a place for you to write a summary statement for student performance across all measures. If you only have one measure, it probably won't look much different, but it is intended for you to provide one final overall assessment of how students performed on that program learning outcome. And then finally, you're going to select an outcome status for your program learning outcome. Again, if you only have one measure, it will probably be the same as what you've already entered for the measure. But if you have multiple measures, it's possible that students may have met the criteria on one measure and maybe they didn't on the other one. So this is the place where you can enter your final judgment on how students performed for the overall program learning outcome. And you'll notice when I typed in here on outcome analysis, I need to click that checkbox to confirm that I have completed that step. Okay, everything is in here now, and when you have entered everything, you can click on up at the top, Review and Submit. It will give you a preview of your assessment report for 2024-25, and you can see all of the results here. If you want, you can download this for yourself as a PDF. And if you see anything, maybe you have a typo or you forgot to add something, you can go back and click Edit, and it will take you back to the screen we were at. Otherwise, click on Submit and let your dean know that you're finished.